Hey, what's going on, guys? So for the next frame arms kit that we're going to be looking at here, this is the 1/100 scale Baselard with Bombardment Unit RE. So the fact that it's an RE just once again just means that it is using the updated Architect frame, and like with the Stylet Interceptor, this is just once again a variation. This is a variation of the Baselard, obviously, and with the Bombardment Unit is basically what that is just a set of these freestyle bazookas which will attach onto his shoulders. The freestyle bazooka is a separate weapon set that you can get, just so you can buy just one by itself. So this would be basically like getting a Baselard and then 2 freestyle bazookas, and then you have a couple of new parts in there for this, new parts for the head and new parts for the shoulders for mounting that on there. It should make for a cool variant. I have also in the past built and reviewed the Cutlass, which is also a variation of the Baselard. So I've kind of built this kit for the most part, and I've also built the freestyle bazooka as well, but this is going to be a cool variation. Now, the unfortunate thing about this is that this box art, I feel like, is very dark, and it's a cool image, but if you were looking like on the shelf and looking for something to build, I'm not sure this would really jump out at you, because you can't really get a good idea as to what you're building here, because you can kind of barely see it. But it still makes for a cool image there, the blast effect, and then like the suit just basically being lit up by the blast effect there, with like just being a night scene. It is pretty cool, pretty unique, so I do like that. I just don't think it's going to jump out at you seeing that on the shelf anywhere. Going on here to this side of the box, and just kind of the same thing there. We have that all in Japanese, the name of it there in Japanese and then in English underneath. On the bottom of the box here is where you can get a better idea as to what you're going to be building. So aside from this being just a night scene for the box art, it's just a dark colored frame arms design here anyway. So it's just very dark, and then yeah, you just got cool new parts there for the shoulders and the head. But there's a front and back view of that. You can also just use the freestyle bazookas just handheld, not connected onto the shoulders if you want. Of course, we have some waterside decals in here, some nice waterside decal markings for a nice change of pace. That's always appreciated. Not too common with frame arms kits, so it's really nice to have those included. That's really awesome. And then just a couple other poses here. You can mount 2 bazookas onto one side, which is pretty cool. I like that. That does look pretty awesome. So looks pretty awesome in general. I'm looking forward to getting this built up. On the top of the box there, nothing here except for the list price, which is 4,500 yen. Not too bad at all, actually. It's very, I think, reasonable for this. It's not the most complicated build. I mean, the Baselard or the Cutlass, whichever version of that, I mean, in general, is not the most complex build. And then we just have basically a couple bazookas added onto there. But anyway, 4,500 yen for the price for this. It's not too bad at all. So we've got our separated box here again with a couple runners here in the top tray. Our pre-built Architect frame there. We pull these out, and then our lower box is going to have the rest of our parts here. So it's mostly in a really dark brown, or this really dark navy, almost black basically for those colors. So we'll take a look at all the runners here momentarily. But first, let's take a look at the manual here, which is quite interesting. On the top, it looks like we have a picture of a painted build, and then on the bottom we have just the box art there without the background. So kind of interesting how they separated that, top and bottom. On the back, once again, just some more reference images there. You can see what the painted build looks like, and then also our color guide down here, which is basically white, black, dark gray, and then a little bit of that blue, which I guess is just for this little bit here on the front of the chest. But opening it up here to the center page, we've got a little bit more information about that. It's all in Japanese, but there's the really cool CG pose there with the kit, and then they just added the effects in there. And then some other details about the equipment. It looks like maybe it's about either the backpack or like the weapon mounting system there. It looks like about the chest part, the head, and the bazookas. So it's cool information. You have to translate that though. And that's just basically the parts list here at the front, and then just going all through the construction until, let's see. So we have the waterside decals included with this, but I'm looking for some sort of decal guide as to where to put those, because even on the sample here on the back of the manual, it doesn't show any decal markings on there. So I guess you're just kind of on your own. I'll have to try to find online if there's any reference anywhere for where these decals go. But here's a look at the decal sheet anyway. They're mostly white with a couple of dark gray ones on there. So you can see there's a few of this 05 logo there for that, and this other kind of weird looking logo, and these lining bits, which will obviously go on like some certain parts, but the other things are maybe a little bit more open. It's just kind of generic caution markings, these little ones there So pretty cool. I like the decals for this. They look really quite unique, so those will be really good once the kit is all painted up to go on there. But let's get a look at the rest of the runners then, shall we? So first up we have PCA for a few polycaps here in dark gray. And then we have runner A here, all parts from the original Baselard in, again, this really super dark brown color. And the same thing here for runner B, just a little bit smaller runner, and in this case we've got 2 of the B runner. Runner C is in this really dark navy color, and then runner D is going to be our lighter accents here, mostly the thruster bells and things like that here in this light gray color. We've got 2 of this D runner. Then a few more parts of the same color and nature here on the E runner as well. Runner F is in kind of a standard medium warm gray color here for just some kind of inner workings parts there, inner frame if you will. Runner G is just a couple little tiny parts here in clear blue. Runner H, a few more parts in that medium gray color, and we've got 2 of this H runner. Runner I, a couple more parts here in the dark navy. Runner J, a singular new piece here, new antenna for the head in dark brown. Runner K is some new parts in the medium gray color there for the shoulders. Runner L, some new parts here in the lighter color of gray. And then runner V is our standard frame arms set of hands here, open hands, holding hands, closed fists, and trigger finger hands. And then you've got the 2 small runners here which make up MW18. This would be the weapon 18, which again is the freestyle bazooka. So if you buy that separately, here's what you'll get, just that set of runners there. But we've got 2 in this kit, so we've got 2 of those runners. So that is it for the unboxing, guys. As always, a huge thank you to SA Gundam Store for sponsoring the review. Do check the link to their site down below if you want to check out some different frame arms kits, Kotobukiya kits, frame arms girl kits, or just of course Bandai Gunpla and everything else there on their site. You can use the coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10, to save 10% off everything there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to building this up. Like I said, I've built the cut list, but this one's going to be really cool as well. I love those bazookas, and just the overall dark color scheme for this looks great as well. So it's going to be a really cool one, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching, of course. And if you have further questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below as well. I'll see you guys in the review. Bye bye.